NDC inherited a power sector that had suffered from years of underinvestment, and this was aggravated by aging thermal plants. However, we did not resort to whining and complaining and passing the buck, nor did we engage in needless propaganda. On the contrary, we took the bull by the horns and took decisive and bold steps to turn things around by increasing generation capacity to augment the existing plants. Ladies and gentlemen, we made remarkable progress in the power sector during our administration. By 2016, we had increased Ghana's power generating capacity from 1,810 megawatts to 4,292 megawatts, laying a solid foundation for a stable, reliable, and resilient energy system. This was not just about boosting numbers, but about securing a long-term energy future for every Ghanaian. Our investments ensured that the nation became self-sufficient in its energy system and provided adequate buffers against future uncertainties. The transmission sector, we made significant investments to increase power transmission capacity and reduce power transmission losses. My brothers and sisters, we also transformed Ghana's transmission infrastructure by upgrading our transmission lines and enhancing the bulk distribution system, which helped position Ghana as the power export hub of West Africa. In all that we did, we were aiming to make Ghana a power export hub at the West African Power Pool, which was still in formulation. In the distribution sector, strategic agreements including the Millennium Challenge Compact allowed us to develop critical infrastructure such as the Pokwasi and Kaswa bulk supply points, improving power reliability for millions of Ghanaians to significantly reduce system and commercial losses. To address the fuel supply challenge and the associated high cost of crude oil imports, we successfully transitioned Ghana into the gas to power era in line with our energy transition vision. My dear compatriots, regarding electricity access, we expanded national coverage from 54% to 83% during my time in office, a remarkable 30% increase over the 8 years the NDC was in power. This was a testament to our commitment to ensure that every Ghanaian, regardless of their location, had access to electricity. We aimed to close the energy gap and did it successfully, laying the foundation for a more inclusive economy. Set the stage for transformational and inclusive growth in the petroleum sector. Attracted unprecedented investments, culminating in the realization of 3 oil-producing fields, the Jubilee Field, the 10 Field, and the OCTP oil and gas fields, anchored by 3 FPSOs. We modernized critical institutions such as BOST, Oil, and TOR. These policy initiatives paved the way for TOR to begin the processing of 2 million barrels of crude oil that was allocated to it from the nation's 10 oil field. In line with our vision to produce reliable, affordable, and clean fuel for our thermal plants, we constructed the Electoral gas processing plant to accomplish this goal. Our second term, we secured a 7.7 billion investment for the offshore Cape 3 Points project with an integrated gas processing plant. It is refreshing to note that despite the skepticism and cynicism of our opponents, the OCTP fields currently, today, contribute about 60% of Ghana's domestic gas requirement. By transitioning from expensive imported light crude oil to domestic gas, saved the country $1.34 billion. This significant milestone secured Ghana's energy independence and strengthened our national economy, resulting in a deficit end of 2016 of 6.1% and an overall debt to GDP of 5.6%. Unfortunately, since 2019, the petroleum sector has retrogressed rapidly. Crude oil production has dropped by over 30%, and regulatory failures such as the ENI unitization dispute, damaged our international reputation as an oil and gas nation. Corruption scandals like the sale of contaminated fuel, lease of Tor to Terenco in opaque circumstances have further eroded investor confidence in the sector. It is sad to note that most of the major oil companies are abandoning Ghana and relocating in our neighbor Cote d'Ivoire. GPGC is just an unfortunate and unnecessary debt that the people of the government, the people of Ghana have had to endure. And I've seen the technical committee's report, advising against the cancellation of GPGC. And yet, government went ahead and cancelled it. And from what we're hearing, the representative of Trafigura, who were the owners of the plant, is a member of the family, and he had an internal dispute with another member of the family before they came into office. And so it was like, we'll show you. And so it had nothing to do with the people of Ghana. We were innocent, sitting out somewhere. And then two family members were fighting and decided to cancel it despite the best advice. And we've been landed with $170 million debt. Today, Regina House that Nkrumah sweated and procured for us, today is under lien from that debt. And so these are all things that we must investigate so they don't happen again. And so when we come into office, somebody must answer for what happened. Under the Mahama Nana Jane administration, the sector will cease to be a milking cow for a few relatives and cronies of the president and the vice president. Our relatives are not going to be milking the cow. We shall not treat investors in the sector with hostility, as is presently the case, but will rather welcome them as partners, relate with them based on mutual respect, cooperation, strict adherence to ethical standards. As I stated at a recent forum on FDI, we shall demonstrate to our management of the energy sector that Ghana is once again open for business. We shall inject innovation, technology, and modern best practices into the running of the sector. We have a clear plan which we will implement with active stakeholder involvement. We will consult you, the stakeholders, at every step of the way. The path forward is clear. Strong leadership, sound policies, and your support, we can build the Ghana we all want. Ghana that thrives. Ghana where energy powers not just our industries, but also powers our dreams. To make budgetary provision for payment of power consumed by government agencies and ensure prompt releases of that revenue. Coordinate and implement energy efficiency policies and regulations to minimize the cost of power. To implement a Light Up Ghana initiative, provide adequate and dependable street lighting for safety, productive nighttime economic activities. To restore Ghana's position as a leading and reliable power exporter in the whole of the West African sub-region. To promote the use of electric vehicles and electric outboard motors for fisher folk to reduce costs and promote sustainable development. We shall also implement a massive solar rooftop project and off-grid power system to reduce the cost of power delivery and consumption and provide the needed incentives and support to encourage the private sector to manufacture and assemble these solar panels and accessories locally.
NDC is not against mining. Maybe a unyamiache wa gudie na wose utu na ode your mining ye. Manti e Ghana nye adwuma nya. Yentumi nkase from wa gudie to ye magana phone to be. No. So we are not going to stop mining, whether large or small scale. And we are not going to ban mining. No. Nemo mining na ye ba be ye ho adwuma e de friend responsible mining. Mining na ye di nyansa to ho na ye de mmara to ho na ye no kwampa so a ense nsuo ense kwaye ense asase. Mining na ye fa kwampa so ya e di sika ni mpuntu ba. That is John Mahama and the NDC's vision on mining. And until to start with, the next NDC government will wage a ruthless war against illegal mining. Yentia mining, ye beba abebwama mining. Namura kwanso mining na ye fa kwampaso ye akoso. Na ye ma NDC for nkwa na be ye sa adwuma no. And NPP for nkwa. They say NPP for some your community mining. That is another name for illegal mining. Omo party for ye. Party for nkwa. Ba ye be ma ho kwan. Ama Ghana ni bia wo pese wo ye fom agudie tu adwuma ni bi no. Wanya kwanya ye bi. Idi ye nya yimu party ni wonti wo concession ya ama party penyin de bi. Wo pese wo ye mining na concession no ye be ma wo bi. Na ya ma wafa mra kwanso aye na se wo kwa akoye mining wo nsuom die ai no mretia se wo kwa akotu fom agudie e wo forest reserve mu die oboa wo ye John Mahama bawo wo ye ninue o wo ye NDC ni o wo ye dien o. You will not be allowed to do that. That is what we mean by the next NDC government will wage a ruthless war, bipartisan war, a war with no political callous against illegal mining. Because we need to preserve our nation. It is imperative that we do that. We don't have a choice. That war will be waged. So we share a picture here, that's where you saw some of the videos. When you see NPP for saying was here put the MPP for manifesto. They have no solution to it because upgrade pollution more. But John Mahama has thought about this. The visionary nation builder has a solution. Two solutions. Number one, blue water projects. And about also a tree for life project. And see already that's what we will implement a tree for life project. I know your reforestation. And sase akwaya omodi dia se no ye bedua nwia na nya nwia bia keke ye bedua nwia ebetumi kura bre oman ni sika te se rubber te se cocoa te se cashew. So commercial tree crops and ye bedua, we are going to turn these devastated lands into ecological hubs. Bebia ura just say wow be say this is nature, you will enjoy it. Na eno kra de adwuma ba nti e be fa memmoa ne maba wane bebre na o makoduadua sa nnua ne bebre na ye de reclaim sa akwaye ne nyina nsuo na o ma say no so no jo ma ama so de dwumadie bi ba ye friend Blue Water Initiative ye be use abefo enyema mfidie na ye de clean nsuo no biem. It is going to be very expensive, it's going to be very difficult, but the Blue Water Initiative of John Mahama will ensure say nsuo no eni besan so atibiem. Nsuo no na aye brown to say chokomilo no eni besan so atibiem through the Blue Water Initiative. We are waging a war, but we are reclaiming the devastated lands and forest reserves and the polluted water bodies. And they are the starting point. Now, eno nanche no kwaye mu a ene aban we ama ho kwan forest reserves ye illegal mining no John Mahama will stop it. Forest reserves no baby o ma say na do na ye dia ka na ye bo ho ban. Eniti ye ma will be a new lease to go and do mining in a forest reserve. Gold e wo baby bebre, you can do your mining. If it is not a forest reserve and you are doing it legally, no problem. Ubetumi your mining. But the forest reserve here, John Mahama is banning it. No two ways about that. Then mining na ye nsuo mu de John Mahama say oba besesa emra na hwe from wagudie to so no. We call it the Mineral and Mining Act. Na asotwe a eda ho ma omo ye mining e wo nsuo mu no ya increase no mo edu We are going to impose a stiffer punishment on mining in water bodies. It is going to be a second-degree felony. We will treat you like an armed robber. Nobody will prevent you. You can do your mining, but follow the law. Maybe a concession or 1 year. No problem. No problem. But say you mining will assume never. It will not happen under John Mahama because the punishment will be stiffer. And when I do what is a major frame ye frame crime me as watch. We owe this a duty to God and country, and John Mahama will lead us to ensure that. Now, adia deba kwa John Mahama de banese. And I'm saying pese amount for be illegal mining tino. So yeah, no na ye na dwuma se ohwe mining so no making sure say ye mining kwampaso no. Ye ba be trim amana ye kese. Afa dwuma ye fo bebiri wo ho. And I will call you matter. You are training people in mining. John Mahama is coming to employ them. Now you are expanding the human capital or resource base of Mineral Commission. Former good year too so. Send a district beyond office. So we are decentralizing it. In the next almost kind, and I had say operate soldier for tax force they should go around and fight illegal mining. No. Minerals Commission will be in every district, making sure say obi a open license obi open concession bia ni so bank kan na call regional capital the district one no obi tumi apply no go through the process easy so that you can also get your concession to do legal responsible mining. Now omo so wo hunti no omo so etimi supervisor omo so etimi train you and make sure say mining na wo ye no kwampa so nti enye ye party for na ye be create bibia no ye ba for Ghana for nyina but you make sure say ye the Minerals Commission ba wabobo no decentralized in every district so that you will not have an excuse. You will follow the law and everything will be there, the training, everything will be there. So the decentralization is very possible. Ebeboama saga miners are MPP for same small scale miners in Nano. Your business will be booming provided you will mine in water, provided you will not go and destroy a forest reserve. Wajuma be koso kama. Now also why ye. Now, apart from that, John Mahama edisike eba be Ghana Geological Survey Department mo. Now almost to me, I intensify geological surveys. Their friend of exploration and prospecting. Senebeya, you bet me approve a lot of reserves. Na Ghana, yenso ye chefe wasi ye nyana wa gudio nyamedia che no. Etimi akosoro because in print abine mfa sika nhye agudie hwehwem. Enti ankrankra na de ono ani sika be hwehwe agudie no. Obey exploration, a friend reconnaissance survey, or exploration akwa prospecting and some akwaje mining lease. Na nam say ankrankra na de ni sika ye bibia enti no wi a ofasika ni nyina no ama bank to be 10% carried interest plus royalties and taxes. Say sika no enti mi muaye ma ye ntumpon. It's a
Ghana de share mo nyina akwa ba bio edeba inside politics dwumadie so e wo power 97.9 NTV XYZ so ena ye September bosome de to so dunsi amfem pemienu ene aduonu nan eda adwuada na cha say efisa be ye ko adaje ni poso said ye ni abere wo krom ha na master eti eni bre no ye senya ene ye de eko afi abato eso. On that note, memo bi akwaba baby otiminka bia memo akwaba de badwumade so ye live on Facebook power 979 any TVXYZ so sanso ena wo ye stations awodo mo ne ye dika subomu enyina no womo efabi sanso na information centers awodo womo efabi eti we de akoye say wo be ka kire wo nyonko telephone to telephone say dwumade na hyase ntino ye mie biemu che say montratre mu ma obia ensa enka bi enne ensama wodo gu apono so a yeba bedi ho nkomo se yedi kan abo ase dada ana ye kase nyame yadom ochena demonstration kase pa Ghana fa na nyina ebekoso yebedi emu enkomo na eba na nyama hoden ate aye na enei se nyame amfafie a dum so kase bi pa eba be yantam yekom wo yeman Ghana mu no yentumi nso ano se onsa abai no ontumi nka ho asemu waya se dum so ni ho wabu nani agusu dum so ho eme ayeso 2 days bia yedu mekania won so yedu mu kania eti dum so ewo ho yebedi mu enkomom na afe yobia electoral commission wo ye wo bra ye bo ye ho akomfie mpemienu ne adunu nan abato esuom concerns bebre ye aba enum nkomo ebeba afe enimdefuo bi womo enkasaye ewo electoral commission dwumadie ho nyina yede ebramo ena electoral commission ho na nkasa no nipa bi a ya form adwuma so mo nkoye adwuma wo hwo a wo hu se akwa we de o MPP nipa no yebedi enum enkomo nyame ya adom ochena demonstration kese ehun komodie nam kwan so a eba modehye ba kopekon man nyina gudie ladies dem boss Beposo Hemaa ena magemadwa medi dwumade ebremo of course atankuri gabiga mugabe matse we release angels more than 50 million omo time achi okechuku innocent mawuli ki Nicholas Yosen Kevin Asante womo ebo mechidom Elizabeth Tego ena esiesie me ama me ho ayefe team nkaye ni nyina nso time achi na yeni nkomo na sentam ye hu se ye kane ye preso enam so krama ye ka se soafo a wo hwe nyama hoden ho nsam so ene wo se opeman pania be de chedi Dr. Matthew Poku Pempe kaka doctor my timetable na ye mfam plan ye lies sanse dum so na no aye den wo so mo per timetable amankasa munye bie me de mini timetable bia me de bemam na fe de dum so no ya na eye kese ye wo ye mayi emui empenefo atweadwen siso ese yenim se my pene John Domini mama na aban abreso dum so eba ye no na ye kan my pene kufuo na abreso enkan hyehyɛ so mo di gu akwan mu so ano no wo mo anye ena ebeda ne ho adi ewo NDC amamuo mu eti my pene mama de hyehyɛ gu akwan mu sebe ya dum so ye betu ase ampa ye tu dum so ase emie nyankane adidi duma ansa na NDC aban wo free so abai ba ye won fa hwe ema meka ho megawatt ba kokra ma meka ho eti na say dum so apejam na na energy sector forum because so NDC amayeko na wotwe wiye wo mo ye sa adwumadie ne na wo mo kasa hwe nie nam kwan so ba no se ya mayeni ana ho a dum so bi eba be yantam yekom nie ye hu ne nanse kra de sa pani ba kwa waben ewo nyama hoden ho nsem emu ya pekosogo mashebedwane John Jenapo wotwe adwensi so ene wo kasa no kra da nchen a ye man pani abedi akire Dr. Baumia wo se yemfa Ghana manini so meanwhile wo ye clueless Dr. Baumia say what the god for your nhyehyaba wo se hwinim eye kanko a bubro ene sikadie ene omode abayentam Ghana so ya empempen so ayadu no esese animdefuo nyina wo bia de nenimde ba na wo hawa ewo energy sector ho no yetumi etu ase enye saade a emre di yenim eba NDC aban eba ene behu amane John Jenapo yehwe se ensemo ekoso ewo sa
gold for oil deal today has led to over 1 billion debt sitting on the books of Bank of Ghana. President Mama, with the greatest of respect to you, the gold for oil deal is not sustainable. It is not. We've done all the analysis and we've done all the simulation, and we can tell you that it hasn't even met its objective. The currency has depreciated from about 10 to the cedi to the dollar, today at 16. The 50% supply they promised, they cannot meet it. Inflation is gone through the roof. Monetary policy is gone through the roof. Unemployment is in double digits. Debt to GDP went above 100%, which meant that if we were to sell the whole Ghana, including all of us, we cannot even pay our debts. That is the level of decadence. That is the level of rot. The Bawumia-led economic management team is sunk Ghana. And when we go for international conferences, after you've delivered a speech or session like this, people come to you and they ask you, what is happening in Ghana? The international community, they are very concerned about our current state. And a lot of them will tell you that they cannot wait to see the back of this government. Fuel that you could buy a gallon for 14 cedi. Today with 14 cedi, you cannot even buy a liter of fuel. To cap it, can only do one thing together, stakeholders. When we met you, we had a litany and a series of complaints from you. From upstream to downstream, from generation to the distribution sector, the financial state of the energy sector, even the regulatory element of the energy sector. You must join hands with us. You can only change this situation if you change this government. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. We have done some work as an energy team, and based on our conservative estimates, we envisage that President Hemaa, you would require about $2 billion to clear the pipeline when it comes to the energy sector related debts. It is compounding. It's not as if it's stagnated. If you look at the current situation, today they are fighting on who would procure crude. They are procuring light crude. They told us that we have so much gas that they didn't know what to do with the gas. 8 years down the lane, they are now procuring crude $40 million every month. That translates to $480 million a year. That money can build a second gas processing plant.
Eti weni nyina di adanse se Ghana de ese yetechere ne foforo. Na Ghana ye adwuma bio. Se be ya sectors ni nyina ewo man mu no ebe gina na so ye adwuma na de ahosan abraye. John Jena ponsem a wode tu edwa eno no. Na ahosan ebeba no. Enam ye nyina ye ni mukwan a ebefa so aba. Ekwan ebefa so aba ene se yede abatuo kabi mamen kabi kwan so ebetu aban my pani akufo ado wo mo number baako sei. Wone Dr. Bawumia Fradie so. Na tese yede my pani woni so ade hunu aba. Ama Ghana edi yie bio. Enam Electoral Commission so na sa adwumadie no ebekoso. Nanso ekame esa Electoral Commission ne bra ne yobia ya wo bonyina. Eye de opese otutware Ghana fo anamu. Na sa hostilities ne ye be clear free ho. By fire by tender. So Electoral Commission ade a wo ye no. Wo dwene ho a wonte ase. E shase afridin tre edwumadie so. Won se ekoba sesabio wo bi pese owi abamu a. Enye event ye process. Eighteen kakra na mawia kakra faha na medibia faha na mase ha enu abato oda na chese ya mutu wawie wo finfram enti efibra ye trading so ena Electoral Commission shase ye say ma ye trading e wo ba bia da ye trading polling stations ahodo ma me si da Mama Jamesa Dr. Bosman Asabe ne Sibo Kweku papa ya wono okasa te se politician somewhere tete. Wamu seda this Electoral Commission womo offices. Eti wobi wo hwa babia otepa na obefa ka e de bedu Electoral Commission office se ne na tese ade ache awie. Enso dintwe ne koso. Edu babia ye say ye transfer vote eno so na tese ɛho nsɛm dɔɔso ɛba beduru baabi ɛsɛsɛ yɛtumi ɛda abatoɔ ɛhoma nadi ɛma mmea metwerɛ me din no metumi kɔhu sɛ me din ɛwɔ abatoɔ nhoma no mu ana ɛno nso yɛhu twitwitwitwiri bebree wom ntefi saa brɛ ne so wɔn sɛ issues a na stakeholders raise nyina no na electoral commission we are no more pari but ekoba voter exhibition exercise a electoral commission ye no and I just say eda wo mada padi wo bedu polling station bi na just say hokra de obi adin ho wo bedu baabi nso na transfer a wo mo eye no nipa no kro onimu say ya transfer ni din baby o ha transfer ni bi a ya kra no eche se yenimu baby a ye fa ni penidin free ye ene ye de be share baby ye de ahye no eti NDC amayeko no raise issues bebre electoral commission ne papa mu no ene ye ntena ase na ye manimudefo emeye enfifimu ye register ni mu isisi da bi hey there be say almost say ane when no a sovereign document wahu it is a koba say ye jemu di ama third party sana eno de enye yi na even 2016 mu na ye wo moa ne nua wo ye register mu NDC da ben na munya interest e wo ye register ho ensemu a ene de mo ka ho asem say ye forensic audit really not just somewhere tete no kasa like a politician na watwe ye Sami Jemfi na wakasa ewo yenuanom TV3 wamu dwumadie bia ekoso a no watwe hia se sa forensic audit no ebaso ewo ye voters register emu yentie bi
and you say give it to us we will go and correct it. How is that possible? So that's why you cannot be a judge in your own cause. If Charlotte was say in 2016 in response to demands by Let My Vote Count and Dr. Bawumia for an audit into the register because according to them, 76,000 Togolese had their names in the register. Charlotte say didn't brush it aside. He didn't say that we are independent, so we will not let anybody investigate us because she had nothing to hide. We set up the Justice VCRAC CRAP Committee. All the political parties had representatives there. Yabuabia Samoa can attest to that. And we went into the issues. You understand? You guys are jeopardizing the peace, stability, and democracy of this country. You come in, we are paying you with our taxes. We have given you all the money you need to run the system, to give us a credible register, and you come and sit here and tell us 84 days to a crucial national election that you didn't have liveliness test. What you had was European standard. You have now gone to buy a new one. For what? For what? So, Masa, this thing is a very serious matter. Let nobody deceive you that the NDC is not willing to share its data with the EC. If today the EC says, okay, let's do the forensic audit, all political parties, they can even bring a company with that expertise, and UNDP is ready to fund it. Okay? Let us do this audit. It can, in 1 week, we are done. All the political, everything is clear, everybody sees it. We are willing to share it with them.
So this forensic audit you're asking for has the component of all representatives of the political parties. The political parties
and in any case, ask them. If, for example, you see, subject what the EC is telling you, you that are watching, subject what they are saying to common sense. An electoral management body says it is not possible for illegal transfers to be done. Now it has happened. They have admitted. Now they say that we have corrected all the errors. Shouldn't they actually be the ones calling us to come for the correct version? To allay our fears, to get us to have confidence in them and to trust them? Shouldn't they be inviting us? Come, we have corrected the thing. Come and take the correct version. Is that not the right thing any fair-minded commission would do? Why is it that we have given them an empty drive, hard drive? We gave it to them the day we met them. Give us your correct version. The corrected register, which nobody has seen except them. Today they have not given it to us. And they say, bring us your issue. We will give those issues, the evidence, the facts, and everything to that bipartisan body that will be put in place to audit the register. Because we don't trust that you will do the necessary corrections, and we don't want to waste time so that by the time we detect that the problem has even become bigger, there is no remedy for us.
Right. But you say,
and in any case, finally, let me make the point that we actually show them the methodology we use to identify all these problems. We simply compared the 2023 voters register, which they gave us. The 2023 register is an updated version of the 2020 register. 2020 register for the 2020 elections, and the limited registration we did after. That is what gives you the 2020 register. So we simply extracted that and compared it with the 2024 register, and we found all those things. And we showed them the software for it. So it is something that they themselves can even do. And then you come and sit here, we've corrected. Where is the evidence that you have corrected?
So that's what you're asking for. So if the corrections have been effected,
we have now bought timeliness tests.
Yes.
To do what? If the corrections after you have done the illegal transfers.
If the corrections have been corrected, you want that as evidence. And Dr. Jato, I'll come to you.
Just 5 seconds. Hold on.
No.
Did you listen to Samuel Tete?
We'll come to that.
Insult all of us.
We'll come to that.
In 2016,
hold on to that point.
Samuel Tete was director for electoral services like Mr. Banubio is today. Mr. Jeffrey, there were trees and animals on the register.
We will come to that matter.
Did not
we will come to that matter.
What they are doing now.
The reason why I reserve that for the next part of the conversation.
And to one and some way you na say what's now sena wo dwen ho a ehia say Ghana ni bia nyame adoma o chena demonstration e ba no wodo ho hyem bi say electoral commission ye ka say mo register enya papa ye de kwa abato so enti as a commission a wo de wo say me wo ho say me ye referee nti me gina ntent ye entem no enka wo kra na wo beka say ene mate mo mra ye ntena se na yenyi esa efina wo ye register mu emfiri mu eti na ye ka wo you see reasonability test and I say reasonable man principle kra na wo de ye adwuma ama ensemo amanfo e ka wa bonte say electoral commission wo mu ne emu gidio say ye register no enye papa ndc asemo mo kan ne animdifo de o mo kan wo de yate eti momra ye mfa hwinsie momra na yanya sa forensic audit no eno ebema amanfo anya gide we electoral commission mu wo bra ya to abawie ne ho nsusuanso ebeba na nso sase am posture ne de na ya say mo katakata bibi so mo ye adwuma edema efa bi eno nso ne yese ye ntiase no na wo 2015 ebra na yeni abre na yeguso ya hoboa kɔ abato so 2016 no yehu ni pebiti say Samia Wuku wodi akote MPP amayeku ni mo sabre o se wo ye maburu don fefo na wo mu nyina ni abre se register na ye de kwoto aba papa yi Samuel Tete o ye deputy chairperson isia okasa te se politician se na enua ne moa wo mu no MPP fu ani breye e wo ho se yenye sa audit ni bi forensic audit na obianya na ho ntiase se be ya ye to aba outcome na ebeba no obia beji atumu ene deda wo mo ye na nya sem ketwa ma me Charlotte say abra na wono ne domtreni edema electoral commission ntiase ye adwuma wo mo se yo yate ene wo de mo me empepa ye register nim se be ya obia benya gide wo electoral commission entene ede na asesa mokro MPP mo de issues aye raise concerns ahodo a eba wo register hu nyina atesen fa mo mo de mo ye okay sanse kame ye say efeva mo ye misa se de electoral commission ye no efeva mo ntine mo ye din ana Samia Wuku se de de ni abre say ye pense ye register ni mo at the time no ye ntie no
which comes on the 1st of December. There are many calls of people whose names, whether deliberately or not, have been omitted across the 10 regions. And it's beginning to up the tension in the system. The Christian Council of Ghana should not sit down and only be interested in people signing peace accord when those held and gifted with their responsibility to ensure a free, fair, transparent elections are derelict on their duties. Peace accords on paper on itself cannot provide us with a transparent election. What is sad for us in the MPP youth wing is what has been lost in the narrative. There's this whole peace industry in Ghana. Peace industry. But nobody is talking about the fairness, the transparency. It's not enough for the electoral commissioner to go to church and say she's praying, God gives us a leader. When some of the posture and utterances of the EC seems to suggest that they have a favorite in the election. When the electoral commissioner can say that when the elections is becoming too close, I'll call for a recount. My goodness. You are a referee, you are not a player. And sometimes the electoral commission behaves like a team protesting against an unqualified player. When you are supposed to be the referee in the game. It's when I'm contesting my brother here, and I am aggrieved with the results, and I'll call for a recount. These things cannot pass without the Peace Council, the Christian Council, our Muslim Council and Mission to not commenting on it. Elections is not an event, it's a process. From the process 1 to the process 2 to the process 3 to the process 4, all of it must engender confidence.
So oma breso de na ye yenya hwehwemu na neya wo mutumi ni kura wo ne de dabi hwehwemu hia na se mo kura na nka se hia mo san se mo se mo pese mo break 8 of course I know the maso mo de but se de moni abresam pese mo break 8 no enka se mo ka NDC ho any stakeholders enka ya o ma raise issues ewo ye voters register no ho nanka sa forensic audit yeye enso samia wuku ene etese mompenefo aka emfa mo ho sansene mo wo aban mu yo set ye bia Ghana ye beka NDC ho ama o ma ye de se efata na electoral commission aye de enyina ehwehwe se be ya afi ensakraye ebeba na ye ka isi asem nti ayese yenyi electoral commission eni no ye fe enipa bi wadwuma mu wo electoral commission ho a yenimu pasa womo ye MPP fo wow womo ye MPP fo no womo konna krana esamo kai esa papa Dr. Pia Hinene ne womo eka ho no womo nya no womo ye MPP fo a yenimu womo pa womo communicate ma MPP ene wo ba be kan electoral commission no so ye referee wa agro na ye kodie nimu a nwa na opese wonya wo mu didie abrantie bi na senya ya se oye IT consultant ni mfoni na daso mo hwe ye ewo TV ne Facebook ne de mo hu emfoni no IT consultant de ma electoral commission ye yawu say Abantia Steven atokwa me na forcing ewo yobia na odini dwuma ewo Youth Employment Agency ho ehon so na no ne Justin Kodua Frempon ene MPP General Secretary ene wo ho edisa adwuma no eti ye hwehwe na kira kwan na ye hunu na mom Electoral Commission office ene ye behunu say wo ye IT consultant ewo ho a me no me anu nyina adwen no ne say ehina de yakọ ese sabio wan hwa ne ye nyina yesuro hu no enu na opese ese adwuma na opese wodie yenso ye ma ho kwan sa eti ye ka ama Electoral Commission enya ne ho entiase ese enu nti ne ho hia se register no ye audit na afane fa nyina obia ete ne ho ase ene we the level playing field abana ye kono yenya ne santiase mrem enu nti nyame yadoma ochina. And this summer, you're going to see demonstration, massive one across the country, all the 16 regions. Yeah, demonstration can see a pa. Na the tia Electoral Commission. Amana who said ne brana warbono, ye ninya hum. My penny John Dramani mama, any Ghana funny nakasa, what galam saying to Odishia be ya dear bono, enya that terminal disease nebi etifie, for who be ye gugu banks, wabusia for omotifie nya jumanya, haircut bia, my penny akufa de nebo mia, ying, etia, it as a yetim food that did junk cranim rewasi kenyana, for who shall register mu bisan say, a demonstration mubi no, and eba boyen, amayanya Ghana for fry, yenyana yesha, my penny mahama ne yakasa.
We raise issues about the electoral process is because we want the EC to set up and do his job so that all of us can have confidence in the electoral process. And the only way we can get the EC to do his job is to put pressure on the EC to do it. And that is why on the 17th of this month, that is next Tuesday, we're doing a demonstration to the EC office. And that demonstration is not only NDC, it is all Ghanaians who are willing to join the demonstration so that we go and tell EC to sit up and do its work properly so that we have a peaceful election. That's the purpose of that demonstration. So this is not like something new. People are behaving as if NDC is being troublesome by calling for an audit. It won't take more than 2 weeks to finish a proper audit of the register. And that's why we're saying the EC should accept, form an independent committee, let it go into the register, accept all our complaints, clean up the register, let us all be satisfied, and then we move on. That is our demand.
80 my penny John Dramani mama na yatin in Kane, Franka to former NDC Mayokuno. Enough is enough, demo. Nyanko Ponya Duma Wachina, Basum. Dr. Edward Omane Buama, or a director of elections and IT, Edema, NDC Amayokuno, or Bujuma Papa Penyasem, Keto, and Mrantino, said Oma two gum. Ghana, a nice swinging, no more a year Juma. Sebaya, Yebenya, Ghana Saka Doc, I was studio her. Doc Aquaba.
Yeah, Minana.
I.
You're from Funquan, not just a
Metiasia Palm, and Auntie and Madebia Oka.
Good for you, me, Mammy. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mifa in Chakasi Mao, Naminchia, Tearful, and no more, almost more powerful show.
Okay.
Show a powerful.
Yeah, that's.
Awards na moving no. So when you say you fake.
Papa.
Awards na moving no and you fake. Look. And then me did say anyone say Masha Coco, Menso Masha Coco.
It just say
any bre
Abba.
Any bre any saying Electoral Commission register Omodema Yeshemua Nipa 243,540. Enyesenka omode ka transfer list no. Omode aka ho. Omo be kire mu a omo si o eye 2020 transfer no. Na omode ebe ka 2024 de no. Fi say omo pese omo hu the history of transfers. Adan history na ye kwakoye no December 7. Opese uhu a transfer no a history a obetima yesa analysis no ewo wo office denti na ode befra a register no
emu of rem
papa yefi wa more than 15,000 ena yehu a eno so a transfer omo de ababeka ho a omo de wuntumi nkyere ba bia efi baaye the Sankrofo no omo register we hifa obi
so omo ye nsamanfo so omo ye
very good na ode eno etoto ho say Electoral Commission medical aka say Ghana Electoral Commission say a crime scene crime scene pure crime scene
ho na ye di avu kasama kase nyina
evidence ni saying ye wo Ghana ha wo Electoral Commissioner wakasa obehu sa ba ya ewo main gate na no ansana civilian security before I will be remu krampo wahu I police for a soldier for no money ade a omujejina ho na ansa na ura building ni mu no wasa wafa door no ano no wasa afa metal detector mu na eno edu kodu hefa edu kodu just the receptionist no nanim
bebrebe ni nyina
iti eba ni sen ena biometric voter registration kits to me rasa enti say over 15,000 people are transfer omo ene ye number bia omo register ya question ni say sa registration kit na era ya eno na omo de register Sankrofo we ana omo ne hwan omo free hefa I'll come back to it say me be ka ne course wo meeting na sia we no fi wa Nkrofo a omo yi omudin afi a register ne mukra almost 4,000 yeguso ye hwehwe more almost 4,000 3,957 ansana uyi eno nso efi hɔ a 2,094 people a omo de omo ye transfers nso ye hu omudin ɛwɔ absent a list ni mu na mamenka kakra ɛmfa ɔmo a yɛnhu ɔmudin ɛwɔ register na kasankasa mu no ɛno kyerɛ sɛ wode wokura ID card o odwen sɛ wa register anka December 7 wobɛkɔ no na udin nim yɛka asɛm wei a meeting na se Raji Mensa say oh sɛ nipa ne kura ID card nko ade a ɛne yɛbɛtumi atwerɛ ne din agu register no so yɛsɛ hey dabi saa Richard Ahiagba criminal phenomenon wei yɛmpene ɛma ne nsi December 7 2024 because would you say NDC ni ekura ID card keke na se ni din ni register ni mu a ye be show ni din omo nchro it will only favor MPP people and the evidence nature because Richard Ahiagba any nipa ye nim say 2020 omo ye bi ma no enti ye catch omo say yempene they need to fix it if you are absent voters list are over 2,000 people nkrofo o ma register Oma transfer. Was in Komudi what absent list ni mu. Mami explain it. Sebia first. Nanka otuaba ewo kwew bomi. Ena ene uwo nkran. It what transfer u vote no e de aba nkran ya. Ni ekire ni say nkran no e was say udin u polling station. E what transfer list ni e wo u polling station. But kwa ubomi u polling station hono e was udin wo absent list nim. Sene ebeya se uko yield wenim e wo ho se opese wo to aba. Polling agent beka say yewra untimi nto aba. E titimremu na wo to aba wa ha. Se dia udin wo absent a list nim. And so over 2,000 people oma transfer in so mudin ni absent list nim. Unim ne betimi asi. Se sankrofo ebi eye part of special voting. Say be a security journalist and ECI workers a say oto aba 2nd December na se okoyi nanim ewo babia na anka yes which matter aba easily the last one no very dangerous ubie file na unhu nipa ne photo unhu nipa ne din unhu nipa no nimfia wadi photo absent, no photo, no name, no age. Inti just imagine say ukra voters ID. No wako. Yehwemu a yenhu u photo, yenhu din, yenhu age. Ujidi say asem we eto NDC ni a. Electoral Commission obedi hu dwuma bi. Ondi hu dwuma bi. We aye enema na kakra bi, we na kese ye biebie ani so. Akere omo. Nanka ebetumi nanka mo be show PowerPoint na ye de kire Electoral Commission na anka omo be hu say ye ma omo ebia no ye mo examples na me kai say in one of the examples na omo IT person no ne ho pre no opese approve ye wrong so operating ye o say oh nipa we mu si ne din nim nso ne din wo mu. It's okay. It's okay in area no, and it's okay. The deal with my polling station banner. The panel. Or boy na polling station no constituency no edda. Voter region. Meanwhile, asemna ye kano na eye Greater Accra asem. In the case. Wapreti. Look, the Electoral Commission is a crime scene. And ya catch maka atosubi say forensic audit no and forensic audit no enya register no pe ene yeka forensic audit no yeka forensic audit of their IT system. Okay. So is the register and its IT system? Because CCI asem ye si wo ai pusigai ukofa register no updated register na ubehu say oma corrected. It's on the face of the register ubehu say oh fine. But your audit IT system na ena yebehu nipa kwa omo ekabo mu ebo sa kro no eba ni say no bitimi tina pusiga esesa no
enya access.
Yes, very good access asemi a okay waben obeka ya bra ye ka kire omo say oh, registration kits na irano. Omo ka say, oh, ube here access to be granted.
Yeah.
And sana wait my then. Wait to me you see. It's a young koda. Boni bia ntimi nsi. Enti se obi atumi atrapusiga. Access system na. Just by looking at the register, you cannot tell. So why a provide access no? We want to know why a provide access no. Time by and as our transfers may take place. Which people were on duty? Why no during that a period no? They logged into the system. And no and the bebwa amaye to me actually a cromfo noa. Omo ekabo mu ema sa dream no esi. Another thing, and my brain akoso. Just by looking at the register, it's not going to let you see it.
Okay.
By auditing the register and the IT system, and the logins, I am for entire system no changes are here because o digital footprint there. We are there wound to me and paper.
You bet you.
And when electoral commission is through. Enti omo de to ha no omo de ato ha no omo de ato ha krampo afedie enimgu asesem se omo electoral commission e ba be kase na emoa ani enua ewo register mu wo bra wo tete wo be kan ade no wo na oye director for electoral services me nya adwuma electoral commission da enti no se emoa ani enua na ewo register ni mu a enimgu ase no wan na ka no I come kasa I commission no. Na ena ye kasa idie obi to meet na baby na wasesa waye transfer. Na unim ye kan no omo si se say die omo de liveness test aba. Question ne se bisa ho say kam be no munya nyansa se o so omo de a liveness test ne ba. Senka ya expose chrono dream illegal transfers ya. Anka omo the liveliness test no akombe activity ana julo alapato fiafeto chrono. That is what we see, and that is why we are saying say a crime scene, because say you are exposing your cause so say omo transfer votes no from Honorable Haruna Idrisu constituency, former minority leader constituency to Pusiga. You will see the targeting. Honorable Atufosin constituency Ibiakoso ho. Now ohwe omonso a omo transfer ya yenim omo part na unim obi a ono so ne constituency Ibiakoso okudeta ablakwa. So now check it. Haruna Idrisu Atufosin okudeta ablakwa. Ubetimi account NDC MPs 10 ubeyi sa nipa 3 efrimu omo mu di mu akote pa maye wo parliament ubetime yi Honorable Atufosin efim wetime yi Honorable Haruna Idrisu efim wetime yi Honorable Kudeta Black efim. Very good. And you know the motive is clear, it's abundant, and we are telling them say look, this forensic audit must take place. But you see, let me give the assurance to your supporters say, kasa ena ya unravel sa de we. Kasa ena yisi mistakes ya correct omo. Mass omo bu nkunta na omati.
O de Cora draw na.
Cora draw na omo de ye aba. Cora draw na omo de ye. Mo sorry am say mo IT consultants. IT consultants ginger say Cora draw na omo de ye arithmetic. Assurance I made my your supporters and they say, look, we are winning the elections.
Sure, bank.
Whether they allow the forensic audit or not, we are winning the elections because we are ahead of them. Trust me.
Wow.
I sat here somewhere last year and I say the IT systems you're building is superior.
Wow.
Some people did not believe it.
Rhetoric.
Some of them even cook, oh, why are you saying this? I said, look, we know what we've done. Evidence living a show, correcting the EC here and there, identifying these levels of errors. Be rest assured, we are ahead of them. We will win the election. But you know what? The Electoral Commission will be better served, the people there, if they allow for this forensic audit under an MPP administration. Because the deeper forensic audit, if they don't allow for this one, the deeper forensic audit will be done in 2025 when President Mahama is the President of the Republic of Ghana.
And then some
yes.
Very
good. So they should choose
between
now any 2025 forensic audit under President John Dramani Mahama. A word to the wise is in Asin Senior Professor Nana Jopoko Ajiman Eka. A word to the wise is in Asin North. Choose between forensic audit today or forensic audit in 2025 when President Mahama is the President of the Republic of Ghana.
With the headline Kessia Pa, I'm in the PSO Cramone, just a Ohibamo, Mafane Dada. Was it Electoral Commission? Forensic audit, no, Munchu Sino between Sabre and I say 2025. I want to the moon will say, and somewhere the baba so 18 or say, and ton to Moba Kamia, Kame Preko. I wo penny gidigidi na wo penny boko Cecilia na 2025 na just a Dr. Edward Omane Boama and I want to say meguso ene ni di nkomo e wo studio ha why director of elections and IT Edema NDC amayokuo no Cecilia de doc ne na pamfo adwuma wo mo ye wo gide ne arehemu wo mumu nti omo wo hwe de ye da na yada ye baba betoa enkomo no so mamenkanfo Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center, Emma. Na, wamo the Medimosis Garlic Capsules, aba a German so. Ya, Ceylon cinnamon, ebum. Was so one more, a bois, improve blood circulation, moja, ebe dear food sunny ye, ni pedriane emu. Sanso ena, ete cholesterol so. Eti cholesterol sa dear, ya so. Ewo ni peduemu no madrebi na emwa immune system no ahode bom enti ekotia chronic disease yade bi atena wo so ache anase yade bi epese ebovra system ni mu no wono bia eboa pa ema etu ase na mema no eno da nchen a Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center say wo mo hwe prostate eho yade wo ho enti wo prostate de bia meka ese one shano one pe ho asem anka ebedu baabia na agensem wo be ko check ya hwe afede ye say bibia bedam aye cancers aye wa so be hye yi prostate no ho asabe wo be ma no donso na wo de be donso men pesa anso de amount eti bra Medimosis ne show sexual weakness ne nyina wo mo ye ho adwuma wo wadenta barrier wone police station no edin hwene across central ASL building emu ministries ho womo ho aje kojo on school for the deaf edi enhwene mu Kumasi ye ahene makokoben eya afa 0244068447 0244068447 na wono mo akasa babia ye dream ye da ye ho aton kraba sisi a ye ba enkomo no bobrodon tunankasa ye de bebremo enko babia Omade share yes Simon Makwa Babio Edeba Inside Politics Jumedie so ewo power 97.9 ene TVXYZ mene NDC pani oshaba to so ede emomo Dr. Edward Omane Boama ena ewo fidremu ha yedi enkomo ni nyina efa ahobo a ye de ama afi abato 2024 elections ene eye electoral commission womo ne ye ya womo da na dia esase ye hwe na ye tia womo etwe adwen siso no womo ye the right thing eti san komo na ye dia ye kwa omejemu ya saba doka kwa babio
ya menana
dok ni adri die monsem a mo raise nyina na no mo ka se mo pese electoral commission ene muhia na mo de to omo anim omo tu ho anamo omo ma mo date 6 September mo ko hia ye no kame se omo se ba bi omo gina na omo egina na emomo omo hwe ni mo kwan senka momfa mo hard drive mra monsem a mo ka nyina momfa mo omo no mo tu ho anamo eno so mo se da bi ade na kame se mo tete electoral commission sa
oh da bi ye ni abrese ye be win election no free and fair.
Okay.
Every poll be a credible be a say Omampani John Dramani Mahama will win election no. Yeah. They didn't ever take the electoral commission. There be near ye pay ne se nukre ebe dedi. Register no emu ebe ye krojin sene ebe ya MPP oma parke court no. Omu Lucia Umuntiminha raising bia say omo rashe e de alcohol ka ye bibi.
Okay.
And MPP for nankasa omanitua. Evidence ni be ni saying. Only say I Friday also day. O share ya MPP newspaper to say I daily guide. Osa fe the election no Mahama ne ba omia neck to neck. Now just imagine say daily guide the pass say fe the Mahama ne ba omia neck to neck. Naturally say Mahama the nine isi ba omi atri so no say obro no so kra o de mechi aka fama wie enti there was no way ayen ye beye ayi bibi sa say dey tete omo no kura wo mu ni san no kura wo mu one ene say isi no esan say no kredie eni oma fanti bra ye pe say anka media mo me cover meeting live no electoral commission said there be ompene o block ye so okay ya Yenya yechro krata the command electoral commission say moma media emra cover. Electoral commission said there be. Afedie ye wie meeting electoral commission na or the way to her, not the way out to her, not the way out to her, not the way out to her. Me body tofa enema 4 na ifi meeting mu pie. First one ye say yenya catch electoral commission say ye person forensic audit of the register and their IT systems ekoso. And only first one. Second one, and electoral commission say, omo a update and nubi. Into your findings na yenyano, se sadia and a young farmer electoral commission. Third one, and ye see oh, some more updating yemani bidia, and ye jumana ye yeguso. Usha ye PowerPoint ye ye crampo, ye release ma I public na. Ube who say PowerPoint nimono. Yeah, catch Ghana for the electoral commission for you say so far the word I so far what is Juma yaye so far. So far. Since then, voter region for instance, almost the 44 pages and ababeka ho. Entino, some say more corrected never ni be there. Any electoral commission. Yeah, the empty hard drive aba. Monje na na more corrected no. Mfama yen. Send ye beya ye dwuma na yegu so eye no. Yen konko on earth enema ma solve deda. Okay. Na emma adwuma no krampo nya de enya intentem. Then the fourth one was se mo gusu eye correction ne de. Se ye wie bibia obi a o check ye during exhibition na wan hu ni din ewo mu no. Anana ni din aye basa no. Se ne nipa no ebenya arehwemu se ampafede ni din aba register no so no. Electoral Commission only exhibit register no after everything. So the 4 issues: forensic audit, 2, omo so-called updated version of the register. 3, omo requested for mistakes na identify no. And 4, serious exhibition. Pie krempo yandu fie and yet electoral commission say forensic audit no ompene forensic audit no. Na wo se yemfa corrections ma corrections no forensic audit ebekoso eti ne ebe presentation no, because in the presentation ye kire we say what we want done. Yeah. Na your forensic audit no ompene. My so-called updated version nso a wonfa mayen. Re-exhibit after bibia nso no so wo se wompene. Na o de o pese ye de ye findings no ema prematurely. And ya catch omu pin say forensic audit na e was say ebaso. Without the forensic audit, we are not giving ye observations no to the commission. The forensic
but doc hono suo be na wo ho.
Mami nchiro.
Se mo de mo de mbe mo no ma sha correct.
Good, mami nchiro. Ya meka pusiga asemu a anko mo ti we nka o maka bibi about pusiga. Nko mo nkan. Good. And then omo de katu omo hu say oh pusiga ya correct. Na bibia ni ho a ese pusiga ewo I registered. That is one. Ya meka over 240,000 2020 transfers omodi aba beka 2024 transfers one. Nanka omunim. After some days, Evans Mensah program and a director for electoral services Banobio osi yesheda and a yedesa 2020 transfers no ebeka 2024 there no. So you see what they are doing. Everything that we expose to them, they try to find justification for it. Look, it's a criminal scene. And when you are dealing with people who aid criminality, you always have to stay one step ahead of them. Okay. At this stage, there's no trust between Yang and the Electoral Commission of Ghana. If you look at the trust equation, key ingredients, credibility. The Electoral Commission has no credibility at this stage. Reliability. The Electoral Commission is not reliable. Commissioner Oye addition krompa na wuti. Commissioner 2020 elections, all the presidential results by who declare who na osabe correct ye. And na correction we osabe correct ye biem. Yeji wudia ye. Another thing ewomu self-interest. Because of the way self-interest a commission no, the way of my appointment in the course. Okay. Sir President no, omo pay kwan bi so e declare commissioners na omo wo ho no. E dey appointee we no mo. Na clear MPP for omo ya appoint you onto the commission. And again, IT consultants omo wo ho ni ade so ye nim how they love the MPP as a political party. Na Osha deliberately, Obete director for electoral services, director for training, director for finance. What is director for IT da? Dating about IT dia, they be a omo consultant. Obia onye permanent staff of the Electoral Commission. Ask them why. They always prefer say a consultant. Not people who are they saying say the Electoral Commission in Narano, omu competent enough from appoint you. With all their mistakes, arithmetic errors, no money at their dinner. IPAC. Because he say, look, muhiamwa in IT. Yama UNDP for Mwa. Okay. Montro kratankoma you ebesin ne omunye. Say no woka say the US, the UK, UNDP, they are all ready and willing to assist. So we yare na say unjintum say we yare why na betimi aboa. The Electoral Commission will be forced to swallow the medicine that will heal their disease. Either they take it now or they will take it in 25 when President Mahama is the president of the Republic of Ghana. Because as I've told you, we are ahead of them. Look, we know how we will block each and every strategy put it in place. Yeni kromu ha ena MPP. Omo boni omo di nyinara. Krono omo bo. Insasi omo wia. Nyinara. Ghana foa omo afo musika through haircuts. Bonsa omo ye ne basa. Omo kachire yen say omo win election no with strategy. Strategy no ebini.
Ambassador obi on a strategy or the year.
Na o strategy no I was say eye krono. O strategy no I was say eye say obepese obe transfer nkrofo by heart. Obe target prominent members of parliament. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Honorable Atoforsen, Honorable Kudeta Ablakwa. Now yet these kinds of transfers. Is it part of the strategy? Should it be part of a political party or strategy? Yes, Obiara was strategy. But this strategy is not noble. Strategy is a shameful strategy. And that is why we are saying, say, Electoral Commission, Yendia, we are ready to share your observations with an independent body. Now, independent body, and they saying, Electoral Commission, more IT for, more better me yibi. Yen she better me IT for yibi. MPP be yibi. Other interested parties, ebeyi. Omun kambum. Omun audit a register no. Omun audit IT system no. At the end of the day, me a doctor ni. Se me examine patient empire obone se nka obe examine ni nyina be wie no. Nanka patient no. Bibi boni bi ani ho. Okay. You understand? It inka ebeye de say ye beye forensic audit be wie. Nanka si corrections ni nyina eden a clear se say de boni bi ani. Obi ani beje. Enim se ye call about to him with a clean register. So Electoral Commission said that will be the outcome. They didn't know musro a forensic audit. They are certainly afraid. Musro forensic audit because umunim say ofefe efuania uhunu osama no. The real thing is say omuna oma fefe efuani. Omuna oma fefe efuani. Into omu ba be hunu samai. It's a forensic audit no. Ekoswa. That is their fear.
Now, Doc, come here say, over the years, my observation, my ye, though ye new baby, but about talk a cry your experience, no. Political parties are more opposition. Na abibia money Electoral Commission no our problem. Eti so power there problem to some day and more can MPP they see nothing wrong with it. More who say a problem, but someone so back by moi sanity. Adenti netisa san say ansa na yenkomodie sha say ye boss samia uku voice na wono say woka say 2016 register no anya papa say ye audit eniema bone wo mu ene ade ye kai say my penny Mahama national chairman ene Johnson say dunkete omu nya ka say ye ma ho kwan my Electoral Commission wo mo enye omodwuma adenti na ne ka say asesa
issues here you're raising. What are the issues? Nti no based on merit. Okay. Issues they say over 243,000 people. And now previous registered in 2020. Omo babeka 2024 I register no. Okay. Electoral Commission wabeka say enya no kre say omo de nipa bi sa ababeka 2024 register no. Onkai wajatum no boa. Second, Electoral Commission, yakase names bia na ye delete film. Electoral Commission ajatum meboa. Sir. Good. Sir. Yakase nkofo bi wo ho a unhu omudin, unhu omufoto, unhu infia omadi. Electoral Commission wajatum meboa. Sir. Good. Ntino it should be based on issues. Ora Manase Azuri onye NDC ni meboa. Nasema or can say what harm will be caused if the Electoral Commission of Ghana allows an independent audit of the voters' register. Professor Kofi Abochi, UPSC Dean of the Law Faculty. I say the EC's position on the request for an audit of the register is baffling and even troubling. For even if they deny the merit of the claims, audits by their nature confirm or refute allegations. And for a constitutional body whose mandate is rooted in perceptions of fairness and neutrality, it is in its own interest and that of Ghana's that it dispels, not fight allegations of a bloated register through an audit. Ufiwa, Franklin Kujo, Imani. I'm now firmly convinced that the EC's rabid incompetence, fraudulent procurement processes, and clownish media interviews are a perfect strategy to undermine the outcome of the 2024 elections. You must not let them. As Selon Brantier said to someone yesterday, please Google Imani and EC. We are the only ones who have continuously called for an audit of EC since 2016 after putting out incontrovertible evidence. We have been insulted and called names among a bunch of other things, but we have been very vocal and persistent. They have spent huge amounts of money on a procuring spree, but of course, this is Ghana. I mean, for last one in count. Professor Kweku Azar. I say, a recent audit by the International Organization of La Francophonie has declared Togo's electoral register reliable. When I was talking about the trust equation, I made incursions into reliability, credibility, and all. In preparation for the upcoming legislative and regional elections, similar audits have been done in Kenya, South Africa, etc. The need for an audit is not something that should be politicized. All systems, certainly complex ones, like an electoral system, must be subject to periodic independent audits. Since rational people will assume that an anti-audit EC has something to hide, it is in the interest of any EC to support an independent audit unless whatever the EC is hiding is worse than what rational people assume it is hiding. Thus, even if short-term oriented politicians seek to politicize the need for audits, the EC itself should not participate in such politics and should at all times advocate for audits. There is the right way to do things, and then there is the way we do it in Umofia. He's referring to Ghana. Sal is the cardinal sin of the 8th Parliament, the year. All these people certainly will not be converging on say audit, I should take place just for nothing. So the audit we are asking for is necessary. It is needed. Again, care for free and fair elections. They've issued a statement. It's known in support of what we are saying. Again, TUTAC, Technical University Teachers Association of Ghana, same. If you are Center for Social Democracy, almost one issue statement. Coalition of Civil Societies Against Political Vigilantism, almost one issue statement in support. Ufiwa, West Africa Youth for Peace, almost one issue statement. Chamber for Local Governance, almost one issue statement. So you can see, say, this advocacy is something that is dear to the good people of Ghana. Ghana need be a clean register for a free and fair elections. Ghana need be a protecting the vote. Ghana need be a abatona ye kwa kotono. Eye kroji sene beya MPPO, NDCO, obiara ubehu oden babia ujina. Na yende sene yakano. We are confident of victory. You think?
And say mujidi epe wa analysis. Mujidi say more ahead of the Electoral Commission. It's mube wini election. Mube wini with a register and you're credible.
That's why I've told that we are ahead of them. But they thought they had, you see, so unim say okronfo say no why. Okay, it's different when you don't know.
Okay.
Trust us. Udia opa and let them release the register today. You will see some of the steps that we will take. You understand?
Yeah.
And this is why, with all this I support coming from all these civil society organizations, Professor Kweku Azan, Manase Azure, Professor Kofi Abochi, Franklin Kujo, Tutak Pneumonia, Chalog near the Adinino. This is why we are saying, say, Ochina, by 7 o'clock, na one crier.
Yeah.
Yenina, Yeshia, our Kwame Nkrumah interchange. I honor Yesha demonstration, I say. Enough is enough demonstration, I say. Na yati intersukoko pa. Ediatre Electoral Commission, any MPP are buying, set yeniabre. Enough is enough. Na yeka enough is enough. Ewo Greater Accra no. Na Upper West Fonso say enough is enough. Na Upper East Fonso say enough is enough.
Yeah.
Na North East Fonso say enough is enough. Na Northern Region for say enough is enough. Na Savannah for say enough is enough. Na Bono East for say enough is enough. Na Bono say enough is enough. Na Ahafo say enough is enough. Na Western North say enough is enough. Na Ashanti say enough is enough. Na Eastern say enough is enough. Na Oti say enough is enough. Na Volta say enough is enough. Na Central say enough is enough. Now Western also say enough is enough. And across all the 16 regions of Ghana, we will say loudly tomorrow that enough is enough. Enough of the rigging strategies, enough of the corruption, enough of all the bad things that this government has done over the past 8 years since President Mahama handed over power to them. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Ampa. Not to say, Nyamia Dumo China de Ghana, Ampaya Aja. So say, Obiania Bresse ye pen sakraye, and sakrayan so ebefi Electoral Commission honaba. So say, ye builded the Ghana we want, ye na ye share Ghana. I bejine year, and I'm about to also, and a ebeba. Na say about to commissaire no agent and finfino, war yan home. Libi labalaba bi dia na chese se yete entesukoko echira no eti nyame ya dom ochina ye nyina ya de ho ehye bi Dr. Edredomane Boama ena motene nka meguso ene no edi enkomoim na amuzu garlic bitters mamenka mfoma wo sa se eye droso nko aba edwaman so food and drugs authority in sasha se eye nunum bi wo pese etese wuni pedua na hode bom na moja di afusa ne yie cholesterol sote etoda ya na wonsa no nan no aye tititi eni nyina ye se moja na ntumi ne afusa ne yie etese aklote echechentin mu wonu madre bia eboa yie pam zanso na wo ye dwuma kakra bi no wabre wo home no ensiso amuzu garlic bitters ebedi wakajemu babia ye tomadro bia wo benya bititu herbal shop bia mu wudu a wo say yema amuzu garlic bitters ne dodo mu wo betumi afre number 0247 776 743 0247 776 743 na ono mo edi enkomo power specialist herbal hospital esuna yedrin maame betwesa kosie dua ya wo say wo de abibiduro na esa yade eti wanya hepatitis A B C D E mesraw ko power specialist herbal hospital na yenhwo ebia fatty liver na sciatica yade na echewa na cha say woto asintini no wuti pay wo hwa de besi wo na ase ya papa brana yenhwo afa prostate ho nsam wudom pe ba bi ebu wako doctor say ye kadom penisi a enye yie me pacho power specialist herbal hospital makasa ye de bibidro na sa yade wo ho obekadom penasi ama wasa agya wo na so bio kompo ene fibroid nyina wo mo eye ho adwuma kumase Feyase Lake Bosomtree Road, wamo ene Josbro filling station, edi enshanimu, ubehu wamo nkrabata ebo hom. Akra ha kwa benya pokuya CACP Road, and so owo hom. ena takrade anaji estate oben anaji ma primary school wobetimi na omakasa ewo 0244544422 0244544422 na watwe ye beko Safari Valley Eco Resort won say a long weekend anyame ya adoma dase na ye holiday ye di Ghana ye founder ba ko ne birthday esi memene da nti Monday ne ye holiday eti yen kodi o Safari Valley Eco Resort ho environment ne pacho de bia me catch o say ho na me di me nkui eti minimo ho ye corners na wudu a woni beje papa emmoa bia wo hwehwe bi enwuramu emmoa doma ete say sebo ene jatane ete say de keka ho nyina pataku da wo be hu bi wo Safari Valley Eco Resort ba dwumade bi etwedom de ba wa ware foforo wo pese jese wo na odofo mo nkogye mani ana say business meeting bi ena mo ye conference bi a eye Safari Valley Eco Resort wo mo ewo dawu okremansi ni emu obetimi na o makasa wo 0596 914 394 0596914394 na chese Safari die eho ena ye nyina ye bekom dwumade ba wonchen free Power FM NTV XYZ ye studios ewo Osu Abebresem Street na ye live ewo Facebook Power 979 TV XYZ onsa eka ye ewo ho information center sahodo ye memo mu nyina efa ene station sahodo a womo ene ye di kasubom na kwabena jawu kwapon na kwabena jawu kwapon wo kwapon ewo hafomantem emu wo se wo hwe ye wabie mu goyi yedase ye chiamo mema me akua kesiwa wubutu konkokko ne abusue ni nyina mo nso mo hwe ye ene na chese we de antilitisia enima wubutu kofoidia wo hwe ye sabre ye ma adwo mama nyame enka ho ene onwabo erikopoku mu nyina ye chiachiamo ye papa Abraham kunse mo boy adwuma organize labor asam ya ye ke mo fa mo ho hye mo wate sanse Ghana asumdue wo ha na mubenya kwa ye modwuma eti mun kenya mo ho na ye ntemonka ma Electoral Commission enya the right thing ye ko abato so na ye nyina ye nya Ghana papa na ye se ye reset no doc ye ni nkomo na ye ko 2020 elections emu no sabana covid unity Electoral Commission say meye register fofo and this mun raise issues bebre ewo ho ebi ase wo yeye ene mo san a raise concerns bebre of course I legitimate pa mo na mo so ba be demonstration nyame ya adoma ochina Electoral Commission aye ne ho recalcitrant atasa wo kahwe a wontie ede na kyerese wo china demonstration no bibi be free mo aba ama Electoral Commission etu anamo positively de ye hwehwe ni mo kwan
ni dikai ye say se akwara epe adekoko asha ye de namrama no good inti ya kan bibia yen ya ye chro letter ye baaye yen hia ne yen kasa Electoral Commission wunti okay ya kasa wo radio so TV so wuntie constitution no ema ho kwan say another layer a ye betima take a demonstration
okay
nanke betima demonstration no ewo Accra pe and so you see a demonstration no in the 16 regional capitals ni nyina you understand beyond that several tools of advocacy ewo ho
okay
you bet my head in AUC and yeah no pay for now you focus on the Ochina demonstration Ochina enough is enough demonstration no bia baby awu biara make sure say by Ochina 7 o'clock there na o Greater Accra nko there ujina Kwame Nkrumah circle you know ye tusa anamon yi e de akwa present ye petition no that's one okay. Or the other regions no so joining enough is enough demonstration no ubetimi kura mpa tro wankasa placard asema da wakoma so fi se boni bebre na sa ban we omo edi Ghana for go businesses omo afa omo aginu mu ni ade inti no tro boys girls biblia here will be out there tro na fabra social media near here wo tro to ho finana dwi enough is enough demonstration no na unim nienti a ewo say amanfo eba more for this demonstration they say NDC victory na eba no mu in papa edoso
okay
even the 24-hour economy you say 133 adwuma baako nipa miensa ebeye nipa miensa no eye no omo mbeye anopa kusi enumre kusi anajo kusi the following morning edwuma bebre ena beba uyi anu fi ho afi esan se nipa eye adwuma around the clock nti I will see a provide security enu nti no wo hwe security ebehia estimates in nature say at least 20,000 new security personnel and I was say you employ just imagine rolling out 20,000 recruitment into the security agencies over the next 4 years. Opportunities are ebeba ama emambru as the 24-hour economy nankasa so ekoso. Just imagine the private sector incentives everybody be more ama omo tumi ebie omo dwuma na eno nso omo produce more ede afa nkofo bebre nso adwuma mu na se wo de o mpese ye befa wadwuma mu na se wo ye oba na ebia wankasa wadwuma na wo ye na nso wunni sika dwetri a wo de beye wadwuma na ema nso yenim se eya na sometimes collateral ehun ye den kakra wo de compare mema
pa
enuntina Professor Nana J. Opoku Agyeman oni omampani John Dramani Mahama eka omadwin bo mu almost say the Women Development Bank eba ema impuntuo sika krabia eba sene ebe ya uyo oba ukọ ukire adwuma a opesa wo ye yebeboa okrampo ama atutu ni yie na yama usika ama odi akwakọ ye se adwuma na enye se kofa collateral bra obeka ko bobi se na akwakọ ye adwuma it's ima be 100%. Iti oji sika na krampo no cheso oboka krampo dida. Iti odikodi dwano na se dwano oboka onti ase na ebia nkofo ka se onimu dwadi ohye sika nso na ntisa interest na da ho no na ye den esododo. Women Development Bank no eba ama eba ama adwadifo eba ama adwuma bia opese oye bia wo hia sika no oye oba nko ade Women Development Bank na ye den ba amabeboa wo hwe te say infrastructure roads hospitals o mampani Mahama siye Greater Accra hankwa Mr. Tefi la na de kotopon ha Bank Hospital Rich Hospital UGMC Okotema Maritime Hospital MPP agenda 111 ebesi ne ba ku krampo omuntumi nwie ba kumpo menu mienu nyina Eastern Regional Hospital a omuse ebesi ne omuntumi nwie ye mbia no omuntumi nwie ye mbia no la General Hospital na odie wanya bibi ama aiwasia na wo sa bone ko no aka ho wo hospital no ntimi nsi bi nka ho na wo ba ye wo ho nso na ubebuye ubebubuguye boni sei why na MPP pa mum omuni ferie so omo ferie pa abatu we they should not even be contesting omuni ferie I mean that you promise agenda 111 okay, so be complete you. When it man complete, another term aba, the term is coming to an end. Ebe sinne, baako ekome krampo omuntimi nye.
Na doka bitifi referral hospital.
Jesus Christ.
Kama musi ye.
Yes.
Na akaka krebi.
It's in the form of the Dodowa Hospital.
Yes.
Now you see, what can I say? Share. Me call 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Mary Hoye.
Oh.
Why?
Are they?
And yeah, NDC. And yeah, Quino. Offer in price so. At the sunny DC Nkoko.
Conco. Yeah.
Enti MPP omu hu ye. Ufi Nkoko for edu aibomia. Omu hu se ne akwan na ye no. Enti omu de nia omu nima ne se ombekọ kwawu akwakọ di votes. Eno pe ne hia omu. MPP omu hu se ne akwan no aye all the way between enyinam saa de ko Nkoko. How terrible the road is. Omu de ni omu nima ne se ombekọ akọji votes ewo Nkoko ene kwawu. I mean,
President who call Easter Bia huge
insult. Ye ka kwasiebu a eno ne frɛ no kwasiebu. Look at the roads.
And you
look at the roads. Enra na mene yebusafo bi kasa wo ho. Dum so a ekoso wo ho, and you are asking yourself say what is causing it up the ridge? Dum so a ekoso wo ho. Na ne kra mpo omampani Mahama hospital anka osi kwawu sene ebeya wo kwawu na ebia nyame fasa ama yare bi bo wa ubetimi anya hospital papa bi ame ahwe ultramodern hospital ebesi ne 8 years muntumi nye. We are waiting for them in this campaign. We are waiting for them.
Yeah.
Campaign of ideas. Omo me kantre nia omo aye amakwa man.
Sa.
Insuo, wan de twa insuo no wo. NDC. Hwe day schools yesisi wo ho. Kwa ofodua no mo ne ade nyina. Look, enough is enough. Enough of the cheating. Ghana for ehu omo.
Yeah.
Enye kwa upe. Koforidia. Biso omo said dear be na omo aye Koforidia. Ashanti region, Oko Ashanti region. Share the Kejetia market. I see ho. Syria hospital. I mean, ye come here say bibia edimu projects akesa wo Ashanti region there. Na NDC, MPP, dear ben na omo aye ewo ho. Yesi airport ama I Volta region. Almost say Volta region for here airport. Mo kwa ko di set match wo ho dia airport no ho ba mo fa so. Yesi airport ewo northern region. Ye expanding no to an international airport. And also no mo say eso nim fa so. Mo ko promise central region say mo besi haba mo ebesi ne.
Ese ebia se
so on kan na the ebesi ne western region there ben no mayamo mo ye manifesto mu ye say bono ahafo bono east ye be ye medical school wo ho na aserve sa enclave no ye manifesto no and iswadi hu no President Mahama big push. Yeah. $10 billion infrastructure. Odeba, ababeye roads, hospitals, schools. Yeah. Ebe generate jobs. Ebe ma incorfonso opportunity to develop themselves. Now, wa udia usi ebia in Sanwa Juma ena iweniji ho. National Apprenticeship program no so ho. Ube suye juma. We suye juma na wiye no yebe link you up to accredited institutions ibi. That's still fine. When you have a certificate. Na ye pon no ye de sika any tools nso aka ho ama na o de akwa akobọ obra. Wow. Wo mpe we na opeden.
Say eno kra de mo ye bi pen.
Ya bi pen. It is a umpe we na opeden. It is a upe we dia ochina. Hwehwe watade kokọ. Hwehwe watade tuntum enumere. Na ochina nopa. Shia yen Kwame Nkrumah interchange. Shia NDC executives any other bodies declare support for enough a demonstration across the country in the regional capitals. Na yenka kesiye say enough is enough.
Dr. Edwedomane Boamana Miguso enene din komono Director of Elections and IT my ndi sama yekono my penny onam kwanso ba John Mahama wonam oyibi nentu abo won kramante mu yentie omonsemo ya efri ho eba kakra ye ba isia
ade se woton aduane e won kwanchen se woton ade e wo dwuma bank ne ya wodia wonya osika na wodia koto ho eda o peposia no ya de bosia no be ma on fofofo ezu won fa dan anase wo car na obibi enko jina ho ansa ne ma o bosia no collateral in Niho, you won't give any collateral, and the interest rate is very low. In the amount of Bushana, which you no achieve and no. It's where they make us have a brain. Need when you be with our sibium. Or you are doing a guago. Madana Sene on in Yamsha, Washami. And maybe Tremo. Ye MP nya ojina maye ewo Kataman so ha sani amoka ya no constituency no eso na nyame ya adoma new term ebe ye wa kwenya se ye be pai constituencies no mo bi ezo enti emre no dru ho ni oyibi ewo se wo throw petition now deba send a committee na betina no ebia ombehwe normal pie constituency no send a we mo beko ha na mo so monya ha na monya 2 MPs because constituency no so ezu enti me peja nsa no mahu say assembly member for you betu amoka ezu omo adejina ha ye be ma mo allowance ezu enti me peja ne san mo hu se on ye gina tum se ojina ama NDC e wa kon Kataman so enti eda no dru ho a mo to mo aba mo ntoma Minia Joseph Akwete Tete Nyuma John fe nyeyuadon elake woba 7 December woba fonshiki ni elake akeshika baba ewo ka akeshika ba ababinya mumu namba nyeke ha me eja akeshika ni abahanye won shikani Ghana shikani shike oyafon oshikie fon oha no kwale fon oha NDC menim se abatu ebe ombeba be chiche sika de be fa mumomo so so kai se emre bia e wo se woto aba e ko bebia no kre wo no kre no ekuta National Democratic Congress medamo ase nyame anka munyina mo ho
eti my penia onam kwan so ba John Mahama my penny papa bi ena yatene nkane nto aba wode nam mu won kramantam emu we oyibi pon Kataman so abato mpesua so ena owa yatene nkano eti moto aba na konfo woto ama my penny Mahama my penny de no na mrashebedade enso Joseph Akwete pon Kataman so wato ediama no migusua ne Dr. Edwedomane Boama wo ha na Mame Teresa na shika mensa wo Aviance Ghana Airport Terminal 3 ena your birthday Madam Teresa na shika mensa yama happy birthday nyame nsha ma onyinya 97.9 every Kevin Asante ho nyame nka ho na doc yetwa enkomoso nyame ya dom ochina demonstration no mwaka se atade bi etumi hyeba bi nemom yenum say NDC de mukradom ya no mo beyese wo mo do mo ho eba abewura mu bi imeka ya no mo MPP fui eden bible nhyehyɛ no moayɛ sɛ mode bɛko ati asafo
yene police for no atoto enema yi enyen ye pasumdwe enunti wo hwɛ krampo a ensi da sɛ ane demonstration yene police for ebekɔ site baby ayebe end demonstration no na yakɔ agree sɛ ha ne ebe end demonstration no you do what you negotiate ya mark dua hona yebe end baby fe yawo I clips no
okay
photos wo me samijan fifi kwete ye ne ekoye any police for ne koye sa discussions we nyina
okay
nti ya te say MPP for omo bi so ombe dem but we trust say ora I dampare on the police for ebedi hujuma MPP dey nim say atwatrasem they like it but nobody should fear at all.
Okay.
We are ready to provide the necessary protection.
Okay.
Votes no. Yes, you be protected. Na nipa na ebeba be demonstrate and na you protect you. We will protect them. Omo hu hia yen krampo. Omo hu hia yen dodo. Enunti just be rest assured.
Very well.
Just come o she o kokko ana utuntum e wo soro bra placard a open wafa ope krampo nso atworo wo ni a wo pese amanfo ete e wo ho nafa beka say enough is enough. Electoral Commission say who tie yen ya ye say forensic audit no manenko so as how voters are register ide adabraka krono ewo mu no esondodo over 240,000 people from 2020 transfers or the Babeka 2024 transfer home. Over 15,000 people are transfer ye nimba bi aye register omo. Wo dey come be to say honorable kudeta Blackwa I constituency wo dey be ko. Transfer basa you honorable Atoforsen Ibiaka minority leader honorable Haruna Idrisu Ibiaka no. Almost 4,000 are people like say omu hu omudin ewo register nimu. Register ubebie baabi unhu nipa photo unhu nipa din unhu nipa age na we ye de to abasen we no munyina good so jamine important just spread ekọ baabia good we nyina tin ye say enough is enough people should just come let's pour out in our numbers peacefully na ye nye demonstration enchre aban no any MPP Electoral Commission na omoyesi ho no say enough is enough.
Eti mo hwase ochena ewo he
nkrande no Kwame Nkrumah interchange Kwame Nkrumah circle ni akwako wie ewo EC ye be fa through Parliament House asani akwako pie ewo EC EC no eben National Cathedral na pe it is a National Cathedral site na da ochena de ubehu National Cathedral site no fi say EC no Lord kwan pe na itwa omone National Cathedral ntem.
Yo, yada se paddock wo tia obiana.
Oh, mechia obiara. Mechia obia. Na membo e mabanso. Mebo mabaso ewo adwuma pa mokoso eye. Mobo adwuma papa ye na so ye ni.
Yada.
Nyamenhira mo.
Nyamenhira wonso yada se pa Dr. Edward Omane Boama Woye Director of Elections and IT ma ADC amayokuo no and amote say meneno edi enkomo efa NDC ahoboa edema afia bato ne nyame ya domocha demonstration kese ya eba so Dallas Sampoma Williams baby awo bia so mechia pa yede dwumade na si Oketuku Innocent Mawuli Kevin Asante afeke Nicholas Yosin na wamobo mechidom Elizabeth Tegosiesie me Crew ni nyina wamobo mechidom medamu nyina se mo hema ba ko pe ladies dembos ko ma nyina gudie Beposo Hemaa na mote menka me so no sia bem kasebo ohene babo amabene ne daache hema wamo ede bemo medamu nyina se